Hi all, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Byers, and on today's paint with me slash home-ish tour, I will be going over my 2021 addition to my house. So a little bit of background here. I am working from home, and in 2021, I kind of wanted just to start out with new beginnings, something fresh, something fun, and just to look forward to every day. And so I decided to create a green wall in our living room full of different styles of plants, as far as for different shades of green and leaves that have patterns and leaves that don't have patterns, but all obviously wanted them to be something that I can keep alive. And then I enjoyed the fact that it would help clear out the toxins and just make better, crisper air for me to be breathing on a daily basis. So I started out with, measuring out my wall, figuring out what kind of shelf I could put there, and then the big work started. And the big work meaning me figuring out what plants I was going to add on this wall. And keeping in mind that I am really good with outdoor gardening, but I have or had only 2 indoor plants. And honestly, those 2 plants have probably only survived over the years because of my husband and him taking really good care of them. So we went from having 2 indoor plants to adding another 19. Yes, that's right. You heard me correctly. 19 plants for this plant wall feature. And I mean, we have ivies, and I have a ZZ plant and a rubber plant, and oh man, they are beautiful. I've only had it up for maybe a week now, and every single time I look at it, it brings me so much joy. I got an app, and the app tells me when to water them, when to mist them, how to properly care for each of these plants. And some of you green thumb indoor house people may be making fun of the fact that I have to use an app to remind me all of this stuff, but I don't want to mess this up. I really, really don't want to mess this up. I want these all to live and strive and just be huge and beautiful. I will do whatever it takes. So if it means that, I have to buy a humidifier so that way they have a better humidity in the house so that they strive better during the winter months, since it's cold here in Iowa, I'll do it. If it means I have to buy a little mister bottle so I can mist them. Now, what I have read is that the theory is still out on whether misting really helps or whether it doesn't really help your plants. But right now, I'm going to mist because these plants are striving, and I love it. I hope that I can keep all of them alive. I have faith in myself, but anyway. So in the process of actually creating that green wall, I realized that I was going to have a section of open wall from where I was going to have 2 hanging plants. I have a silver inch plant and then an ivy. I think it's just a common ivy that I'll be hanging from the ceiling because I really wanted it to cover that whole wall. But there was a little section that I decided I wanted to add a painting to. So that is what I'm working on here. And this is my first ever circle painting, something that's not a square or a rectangle. And it kind of messed with me when I was drawing out my plant shape, just because, there's not sides. But the plant I am actually drawing out here is a triostar stromanthe. Once again, if you're a plant person, I apologize if I said that wrong. I'm a beginner. But anyway, I digress. I love this plant. I found pictures of it online when I was trying to find plants that are good indoors that tolerate different levels of light, and I couldn't find it anywhere in town. Now, quite a few of the garden shops say that they will actually have them more towards like the springtime. And so I really look forward to adding this in to my mixture of plants already, just because I love the light blush pinks and then the contrast of those, oh, I don't know, like a sap green leaf, and then, oh man, the pink. I don't know. I'm not a pink gal, but this plant, I just think it's sexy. It's just so pretty. But I don't know. You got to have some color. It can't just all be green. Or in my opinion, at least, it can't all be green. I want some variation. I don't want it all the exact same plant across the board. So anyway, getting back to the painting. So as you see here, I originally had the background in a much darker blue. I loved this blue while I was working on the actual painting. It had that mixture of the cobalt teal, and if you know me, I love teal and turquoise, favorite colors. But once I ended up actually putting it up on the wall just to kind of see how it worked with the rest of the plants that I had set up before actually finishing the painting, I realized that the blue was too overpowering. I didn't want the painting to be the focal point of my green wall. I had spent money and spent time researching these different plants. I wanted the plants to be, front and center, be the things that actually catch your attention when you look at that wall. While I still wanted the painting to be noticed, I didn't want it to be, the main attraction. And so I had ended up painting, which you'll see here momentarily, the background more of a like gray blue color, not quite the same gray as the walls that I have painted, as I wanted it to still stand off the wall and not just mesh and, become invisible other than the actual plant. But I'm glad that I took the time to actually reevaluate the situation and make sure that it worked with where I had intended to have the painting go. And I know that happens a lot when you're actually working on a piece. You may have a plan for how you wanted to see it through, or a specific color that you were working, and sometimes that plan doesn't work. So you improvise. And for me, improvising was changing up and dulling down that color a little bit, even though you can still see hints of that beautiful blue underneath. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, I post them weekly. Please click subscribe. Otherwise, thank you so much for supporting my channel and watching this video. I truly, truly do appreciate your support. And I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. At the end, I will show each of my new plants on my little green wall and hopefully appropriately call each and every one of them out. All right, have a fabulous day.